Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we will start our new topic, geometric distribution. Inshallah, this topic will be the last topic in our chapter 7. Yes, geometric distribution. As a matter of fact, that distribution has different names. Maybe you can find another name for that distribution in other textbooks. Hopefully in the future, inshallah, in the university, once you, inshallah, go to the university, maybe you will find another name. It is negative binomial distribution. Negative binomial distribution. Yani from the name negative binomial distribution, it means there is a kind of similarity between the geometric distribution and binomial distribution. Okay, what is geometric distribution? Okay. Suppose that we have a die now. We have a die. If we roll a die, if we have a die and we want to roll it, okay? And we are interested in the phase 4, okay? Now if I ask you, what is the probability that from the first trial we will get 4? طبعا the answer is 1/6. Very good. So if I'm interested in 4, okay, let's now deal with the rolling die as 2 possible outcomes only. It means 4 and not 4. Tamam. So since I'm interested in 4, so we will make P, the probability of success is the probability of the occurrence of 4. So it is 1/6. What about Q? Probability of failure, it is 5/6. Any other number will appear on the die except 4. Tamam. So what's the probability now if I'm going to roll a die once? What's the probability that we will get 4? It is 1/6. So when R equals 1, I'm rolling die once, the probability here, let's say of R1, equals 1/6. طيب. What about if I'm going to roll a die number of times? I'm rolling. Suppose that in the first roll we have failure. Does not appear the 4. In the second it appears. It appears. What's the probability here that in the second roll 4 will appear or will occur? What will be the probability? Think about it. So لما أحكي in the second will appear 4, the first time for 4 to appear in the second roll, what will be the probability? It means what is the first? Failure. Look here, we will say probability 2 when R is 2. R is 2, it means number of rolling. Okay? So the first roll was failure. It means the probability of failure, 5/6. Times, since they are independent events, rolling dice from trial to other, they are independent, times 1/6, the appearance of 4. When I'm rolling the die and we find that in the second roll, 4 appears, so what's the probability in this case? You will say the first one, it means failure, and the second is success. So it is 5/6 times 1/6. So you'll find the answer. In other words, it is Q times P. طيب, let's proceed. Then here, P in the first roll, if we have first roll, and we find that the 4 appears in the first roll, the probability is 1/6. It means P. When R is 2, يعني we are rolling, but we found that in the second roll 4 appears. 4 appears the first time for 4 to appear in the second roll. So the first roll, as we said, is not 4, so the probability will be Q times P. Tamam. What about if I'm rolling a die and we find that the 4 appears first time in the third roll? يعني when R equals 3, what will be the probability here? 3, we will call it. The first appearance of 4 in the third roll. It means in the first was failure, Q. The second, failure as well. And the third is success. The first success in the third roll. So here Q times Q, it is Q square P. Right? طيب, if we continue, what do you think now? If R is, let's say, 10, يعني I'm rolling a die, I'm rolling a die, I'm rolling a die, then we find that the first 4 appears in the 10th rolls. 10th rolls. يعني I'm rolling. I don't know when 4 will appear. But we find that it is in the 10th roll, the first time for 4 to appear in the 10th roll. So what would be the probability here in this case? We say probably 10. What will be the probability? So it means that the first roll, failure, second, third, fourth, till 9th, all of them are failure. It means Q times itself 9 times. So it is Q power 9, then times P, the first appearance of success in the 10th, so times P. And as you know here, Q, it is 5 over 6. So 5 over 6 to the power of 9 times P, which is 1 over 6. If we understand that, this is the real concept of geometric distribution. What is the geometric distribution? It is a distribution which represents the number of failure till the first success occurs. Again, what is geometric distribution? It is a distribution which represents what? Number of failures till the first success occurs. This is the concept of geometric distribution. Okay. As a matter of fact here, there are conditions like the binomial distribution. We have even conditions for the geometric distribution. It should be there in the question in order to implement or apply the formula of geometric distribution. I'm going to write it now. Maybe you know it now from this example, but I will write it clearly, inshallah, for you. What are the conditions which are needed to apply the formula of geometric distribution? As you see here, first of all, our experiment should result in 2 and only 2 possible outcomes. Or you can make them 2. Like, as I said, tossing a coin, rolling a die, and we have other things, male or female, patient or not patient, and so on. 2 possible outcomes. And as you know, this belongs to the, by the way, discrete random, it deals with the discrete random variables. We are dealing with countable, okay, random variables. So even this is a distribution which deals with discrete random variables, okay? So that random variable results in 2 possible outcomes, only 2. And they are independent, like the binomial distribution. They are independent. It means the probability of success is not changed through the trials, and the same thing for failures. طيب. What about the number of repeated trials? Is it finite like the binomial? As a matter of fact, it is not. It might be infinite. Like what? يعني مثلا, suppose I will give you a die. Then we will say, okay, please roll a die a number of times till 3 appears. Okay, I give it that die, مثلا that die at 11 o'clock. And you started to roll. So far, no any 3 appears. Then I visit you again. After half an hour, did 3 appear or not? You will say, so far, ajib, very surprising. So far, 3 did not appear so far. Okay? طيب, تمام. Then you are rolling for half an hour, maybe 1,000 times, and so far the 3 hasn't appeared. It means the number of trials in the geometric distribution might be infinite. يعني maybe you will continue that process till what? The first success appears. Till the first success appears. That's why it is different from the binomial distribution. Binomial distribution, the number of trials, repeated trial from the beginning, it is fixed and known. It is fixed. يعني in the binomial distribution questions, we are saying I'm tossing coin 15 times. What's the probability that I will get 3 hits? Exactly. From the beginning, 15 times. But in the geometric distribution, in the random, in the experiment itself, we are not going to say we are tossing 15 or no. Just we will say we will tossing a coin. Okay? Then you will see. What will be the probability that the first success will appear in the hundreds toss, for example? It is like this. So this is the geometric distribution. Geometric distribution easily represent the number of failures till the first success occurs. The first success occurs. Okay? Is it clear? So these are the conditions now. Then 2 possible outcomes like binomial. They are independent. Like binomial, the probability of success definitely is constant from trial to trial infinitely. Okay? Fourth, the number of trials might be infinite. Might be infinite. It depends upon the occurrence of the first success. Maybe the first success will take place from the first roll. Okay? It might be in the 10th, maybe hundreds, maybe 1,000, maybe million, and so on. That's why we are saying the number of trials in the geometric distribution might be infinite. In other words, we have to do it as many as necessary till the first success appears. We will do it as many as necessary till the first success appears. طيب. In the binomial distribution, as you see here, there is great similarity in the conditions of geometric distribution and geometric distribution and binomial distribution. They differ only in the significant difference. What is that significant difference? Yes? أيوة? Exactly. تمام. The number of trials repeated in the binomial is fixed from the beginning. While in geometric, we will do it as many as necessary till the first success appears. This is the major. And as a matter of fact here, in the geometric distribution, how many successes we are interested in? Only one success. We are interested in one success. The first success will appear only. But in the binomial, maybe we will deal with 3 successes, 5 successes. Like what? As we say, we are tossing a coin 15 times. What's the probability that I will get 4 heads, yani 4 successes? While in the geometric distribution, this is a significant difference between geometric and binomial. While, look here, in the geometric, we are only dealing with one success. Which one? The first one, which will take place. That's it. These are the major difference. Okay. Now let's come to the formula. What type of random variable we are dealing with in the geometric distribution? We are dealing with discrete random variable. Discrete random variable. Okay, so if you have a variable x, discrete random variable x, and this random variables follows, look here, geometrical. We will write GEO, geometrical distribution. How many parameters are there for geometrical? Look here, n is not a parameter, as we said, because we may do it, it might be infinite. So it is not a parameter. So what's the parameter? Only p, the probability of success. The probability of success. So it is very simple. And the concept, don't forget, the concept of geometric distribution, it is a distribution which represents number of failures till the first what? Success occurs. طيب. So here, what will be the probability? The probability in the geometric distribution, it is q to the power of always r minus 1 times p, always p to the power of 1. We are interested with 1p, the first success only. Okay, where r what? Look here, r is 1, 2, 3, etc. This is the probability. In other words, if I want to write it, all of them in terms of p, you write here 1 minus p to the power of r minus 1 times p. What is r? What is r? R, it is the number of trials, okay, till the first success, what? occurs. Number of trials. يعني I'm repeating the, as we say, the process of tossing. So on the 15th toss, the first head appear. So R here will be 15 in this case. لما أحكي 15, it means the first 14 failure were failure. Then the 15th is the first success. That's why we're writing, in spite of the fact that I did 15 times tossing a coin, the first 14, 15 minus 1 is 14. The first 14 were failure, then the 15th will be what? Success. Through that rule, inshallah, we will solve questions. Okay, let's move now to solve one question. So this is the formula. It's very important now for us. See this formula. طيب, let's come to this question, please, to solve. Very simple and direct geometric and very interesting, but the most important thing to always in mathematics, ya shabab, always in mathematics, to understand the concept, then to go through application, to solve. As I told you many times, please, you have to be like thinker, because the main purpose of mathematics is to develop your thinking. So once you have a question and you are thinking about it, and you catch that the essence or the meaning or the spirit of that question deals with the geometric distribution, خلاص, you can apply. طيب, let's come to that question. Here, look, repeated independent trials are carried out in which the probability of success in each trial is 0.66. Look here, from the beginning, look the experiment. Repeated independent trials are carried out. Nothing is mentioned about the number of trials. So directly I can say that this experiment is not binomial. على طول, directly. Okay? طيب. In which the probability of success in each trial is 0.66. What is this? The probability of success in each trial is 0.66. Okay? Like, as we said, if we roll a die, if we are rolling a die every time, always the probability of the appearance of 4, always 1 over 6. Okay? Regardless, took place or not, it will be 1 over 6, 1 over 6, the probability in each trial, right? So the probability of success in each trial is 0.66. Now find the probability that the first success occurs on the third trial. What is third trial? What is this? Third trial, it means R equals 3. R equals 3. So how to solve it? Very simple. You'll say the probability. I will write here. Okay. I will write now A. I will solve A here for you. So after reading the question more than once, of course, twice, thrice, till you understand, we'll start answering the question. So on the third try, what's the probability that the first success occurs? First success, the meaning of geometric distribution, occurs on the third trial. So you will say probability 3, when R is 3, equals what? We said Q to the power of R minus 1 times P, always P to the power of 1 always. تمام? Okay, so and you know what is Q? It is 1 minus P, the probability of success, which is 0.66. To the power of R minus 1, it means 3 minus 1, 2, times probability of success is nothing but 0.66. Always the power is 1 for P, always. Okay? So here you have times 0.66. Tamam? Is it clear? I don't have here a calculator with me. You can find it. Find the answer. Tamam. B. Find the probability that the first success occurs on or Always once we have or, it means plus always. On or before the second trial. It means on the second trial or before. What does it mean before the second? It means what? The first trial, صح? يعني here on the second trial it means r equals 2. Before, what does it mean? R equals what? 1 and 0 or what? Here in the geometric distribution, it is impossible for us to deal with r equals 0. Because r, we want the first appearance of the success. So either the first success, this is something logical, will appear in the second trial or in the first trial. We are not going to say that this thing will appear in the 0 trial. Okay, this is illogical. So here r, remember always that geometric distribution r start from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So here, to find it, we need to calculate what? Either r equals 2 or r equals 1. R equals 2 for on the second trial, while r equals 1 before the second trial. So here, it is P2 plus P1. What is P2? R2? Write it, please. Don't worry, write it. Here, R, always the rule, R minus 1. R minus 1. So R minus 1, it means 2 minus 1, Q. Yani Q times P. Plus, here P equals, apply the rule. Say Q R minus 1. This is the rule always. R minus 1, Q to the power of R minus 1. So when R is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So Q to the power of 0 is 1. So it is only P. It means the first appearance for the success in the first trial. So no failure with me here. Is that clear? So this is Q. What will be the answer here? Q 0.34. This is Q times P 0.66 here plus 0.66. You will find the answer here. Tamam. Is it clear so far? So far. طيب. Let's see now C. Question C. Find the probability again that the first success occurs after the third trial. After the third trial. What does it mean after the first success will occur after the third trial? What does it mean? It means either in the fourth or fifth trial, or maybe the sixth, seventh. Then where are we going? Eighth, 10th. It might be infinite. So are we going to, how could we calculate that case? In this case here, especially with after in the case of geometric distribution, how to deal with that case? طبعا, we go through the complement. So after the third, it means the fourth, R equals 4, R equals 5, R equals 6, 7, and so on. So how to calculate that? Okay, what could I do? Calculate 3 with 2 and 1. These cases, then 1 minus this case you will get after the third trial. Is that clear? So to calculate C, it is nothing but 1 minus probability of 1 plus probability of 2 plus probability of 3. Is that clear? Look here, this is probability 3. Put the answer here, and P2 and P1, get the answer here and put them, add them together, then 1 minus, you will get the answer. Is it clear? Hopefully it is, inshallah, simple and direct. You will find once you understand always the mathematics, you will enjoy math. As you know, طبعا you are enjoying math from the beginning of the year, inshallah. طيب. Please open your textbook, please. Page 178. 178. We will solve together question number 1. Question number 1. Please bring your books, please. بسرعة عبد القادر, hurry up please. You and DR. Okay. Yes. Rana as well. Okay, the book is ready. تمام. يلا يا تقى. الآن question number 1 we will solve. Let's say here it's given the question, the discrete random variable x follows geometrical distribution 0.2. What is 0.2? We said one parameter for it is p, the probability of success. طيب, find. We need to find here a probability of x equals 7. What's the meaning of that? What's the meaning of the question in the geometrical distribution? What's the meaning? It means here we want to find the probability that the first success occurs in the 7th trial. Okay? The probability that the first success appears on the 7th trial. Okay? So here, how to do that? It is q to the power of r minus 1, which is here x. Okay? 7 minus 1, which is 6 times p. What is q? 1 minus that times 0.2. You will get the answer. Okay, this is A. What about B? Look here to that question. What's the probability that x does not equal 5? What's the meaning? The real meaning. Yani, what's the probability that the first success will appear, okay, in any number of trial except the 5th one? Can we calculate each individual case, then add them together? No. What to do? We have to find 1 minus probability of x equals 5. Exactly. So it is 1 minus probability of, yes, here, I'm sorry. So here x equals 5, so it will be q to the power of 4. So the bracket 1 minus that one, which is 0.8, of course, to the power of 4 times 0.2. Calculate 1 minus, you will get the answer. Okay, hopefully it is clear. طيب. طبعا you can go through the questions and you can solve them, please. I will give you homework about the geometrical distribution, page 178. You have to solve, please, question 2, question 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? How to find the probability that the first success will appear. Now, if we want to summarize what did we discuss today? Today we took geometrical distribution, and we said that simply geometrical distribution, it is that distribution which represent number of failure till the first success appears. Okay? تمام. The geometrical distribution and binomial distribution both deals with discrete random variables. Okay? There is significant difference between both of them, between the binomial and geometrical. What is that significant difference? Yes? Tamam. Very good. That in the binomial distribution, the number of repeated trials is fixed from the beginning, from start. Okay? While in the geometric distribution, the number of trials is as many as necessary till the first success appears. Maybe I will do the trials 300 times, maybe, subhanallah, 375 times till the first success appears. I don't know. Maybe 700 times, maybe 1,000 times till the first success appears. This is the major significant. Okay? And even the probability of success in the binomial, it is countable. Yani more than, we can deal with many successes. Okay? But in the geometric, we are dealing with one success.